Good evening. Thank you so much for joining me and my yoga flow for tight calves. This yoga sequence is a fantastic way to release your calf and leg muscles. Not just that, it's a full body workout, but more so your lower legs, your feet, and your calves. So please enjoy. We start this yoga session with downward facing dog. Whenever you feel more comfortable and not so tight and wound up, you're going to start walking your dog, which means stepping your feet and lifting your heels back and forth. Please enjoy. You try to do it for at least 30 seconds or more. Next, we move into Vasanajra with a towel. We just sit and enjoy this calf stretch, the thigh stretch, and just rotate your shoulders back, feel it in your shoulder blades, and just enjoy. Release it all. I hope you enjoyed the Vajrasana position. Now we move to a towel stretch. We wrap the towel around our feet while they point up, and we straighten our back, bring in our core, and try pulling our feet towards ourselves while feeling the stretch in our legs. Make sure you keep your breath and stay mindful of your movements. At no point should you ever feel pain while doing yoga. job. Now we transition into a toe touch. Feel the stretch throughout your entire body, your legs, your back, your feet. Here I tend to bend my toes down. And after I bend my toes, I try to point them and separate them as much as physically possible. Sometimes our feet do not move as much as they should, and that saying is very true. If you don't use it, you absolutely lose it. Working in a nursing home has truly shown me how movement is a blessing, and even simple movements that children do is fantastic to never lose, even as an adult. You may look silly, skipping or crawling or squatting around, but your body will absolutely appreciate it even in your old age. I hope you enjoy. Now, transitioning on to our knees and our hands. We're going to go into a tabletop with a calf stretch. Make sure your gaze is down and in front of you, and you're pushing your foot backwards. You're trying to push your leg back and stretch that entire leg. Here it just looks like I may be sitting in this position, but my leg is forcing backwards. Like I am trying to make my heel touch the floor here. Hold it as long as your body needs it. If it's longer than 30 seconds, enjoy the stretch. You do not have to have a magnitude of positions when doing yoga. Holding the position is more effective for you than trying to get as many poses in as possible. If I can put in a recommendation, I would say to pull in your navel to your spine so that your back is not arched like it is that you see mine is. These are the reasons why I film myself, to see where I can achieve better mobility and better posture while doing these movements. Because you have a more effective stretch when you are properly doing them. Great job. I hope you enjoyed that tabletop calf stretch. Now, we're going to roll our towel and we're going to move ourselves into a forward fold with a towel. Here we're going to place the towel underneath our toes and the palms of our feet. Our heels are touching the ground. We're trying to keep our legs straight, but not so much so that it hurts. So just a tiny bend in the leg, and you will bend down as deep as you can. If you're unable to touch your toes, that's absolutely fine. You can hold on to your right above your knee or right below your knee. When comfortable, you can do a twist. and switch sides. Great job. Hold this position for however long is needed. You can get into a deeper stretch by folding your arms, or you can hold on to your legs. When you're feeling comfortable with this position, you can move your feet hip width apart and try it all again. I hope you enjoy. To get an even deeper stretch, you may sway your body, feel it in your core and your spine, move it all around. Then when you're prepared, keep your navel to your spine and slowly straighten out. This is fantastic core stretch. We move into a deep squat and then down. Now we move to a supine calf stretch, bringing our knee to our chest and holding. Feel this in your thighs, in your calves. Then we straighten out the leg. The best way for this is with your two fingers, your index finger and your middle finger, you're going to grab your big toe. That is the best way to hold your leg in this position. Fantastic. Bring both legs in and switch sides. Great job. Now we move ourselves into happy baby pose. I know that this pose can be very uncomfortable for a lot of people, so you do not need to rock and or bend your knees any more than you need to. When you're prepared, straighten out. Try to keep your spine straight here because we want the leg stretch, not the spine stretch. When you feel comfortable enough, you're going to do an air split and separate your legs. Feel it all in your inner thighs. The inner thighs do not get enough stretches. Unless you're doing splits all the time, it is not getting what it needs. Great job. We're going to move ourselves into a deep lunge, very low lunge. You're gonna feel this and you're just gonna let it go. You don't flex, you're gonna look forward, you're gonna keep your spine straight, and you're going to release your body and enjoy this stretch. I know I tend to flex and hold my muscles tight when doing some yoga moves. That's why breathing and keeping mindful of these is a great thing to do. Once you are done with that, we're going to bring that calf forward into a kneeling pyramid position, and you're going to feel it through the front calf. Really get that stretch and twist your body Fantastic. Feel that stretch in your spine and your buttocks. I hope you enjoyed the low lunge with an arm roll. Now we move into a standing position. And if you got a wall around, we're going to do a standing calf stretch. So this is where we're going to place your toes onto the wall. Make sure your heel is on the floor, and we're going to bend that back leg while that front leg is straight. I wish I put it at a different angle because you really can't see what I'm doing here, but so the back leg is bent, that front leg is straight, and you are just pushing into the wall and feeling that stretch through your calf, through your back, and through your thighs. Whenever you're done, you're going to transition to the other side. Great job. Grab yourself a chair and we're going to do a standing calf stretch. The chair helps support you while you get a deeper stretch in the buttocks, in the calves, and in the thighs. I noticed that my feet are very much outward. They point outward, so like a duck. So I try to keep that in mind while doing my stretches so that I get a proper stretch through my body. Here you can see me trying to find that perfect spot to feel the stretch through your entire body. Just stand, give it a break, and go back down into it. Feel that calf stretch. Fantastic. Now we're going to make our way back down to the floor. And we're going to just shake our hips and move our legs around and loosen our lower body. Sometimes we truly don't realize how tight we are until we start wiggling about and moving ourselves. Lifting your knees and your feet off the floor and just rotating in a circle clockwise and counterclockwise. Now, this time we're going to try to get that spine stretch. We're going to slowly lift our bodies up and push our buttocks back. We're going to make our feet touch the floor above our head. Feel this stretch in each and every vertebrae. The slower you do it, the better the stretch. Here you're going to slowly breathe and stay as mindful as possible. Keep your navel as tight as you can as you try to lift your legs. The goal is to try to get as straight as possible, but I am still very much trying to achieve that. It takes a lot of core strength to be able to do this move, but practice makes progress. Exhaling on the difficult part of the position is a fantastic way to ensure that you are activating your core muscles. It is very easy to forget and hurt yourself. So make sure that you are activating your core muscles, being mindful of your positioning, and remember that you should never have any pain during yoga. Learning how to maneuver your body in a slow way instead of just constantly rushing and always being in a flexed position is such a wonderful relief for your body. Learning what your body can do in the movements is such a beautiful process. I still have so much to learn. I am grateful for my body and the movements that I can do. I am grateful that I am able to move myself into this bridge position. For this position, I would say keep your thighs and your buttocks flexed. Not every position needs to be loosey-goosey, baby. We're going to just slowly bring your knees to the floor. Just relax. This position, we're getting loosey-goosey. We're gonna let it go and just let your knees drop. If it's a little difficult to get them to the floor, maybe just maneuver a little more. Move your hips to the side. Just wiggle. Enjoy the movement of your hips and your lower body. We're going to do a nice twist here. Bring your knee bent to the other side and turn your head to the arm that is stretched out. Feel that twist. Wring yourself out like a towel. Enjoy this stretch. When you've had enough on your back, we're going to move to a cat-cow. We're going to bring in our core, keep it tight, and then release it. Enjoy that stretch in your spine and in your tummy. And back into a cat. Feel it. Release it here in the cow position. Wiggle it all. Release it. Give it a shake. Just do whatever feels amazing for you. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I hope you have a great night.